Hi, my lovelies. Welcome. Right, we're going to try a different one now. If I haven't edited this, please ignore the first however many minutes of that video that was. Okay, so I saw a few cards on Pinterest. The one of them I clicked it to see if I could see who'd made it, and it went nowhere. That's the thing with Pinterest. If you like a pin, please share it. Don't just screenshot it, because it doesn't take the person. Oh, pardon me. It doesn't take the person who's made its details with the screenshot. So yeah, so anyway, it was just a bit of a vintagey, I can't even describe what it is. I'll just show you. So I'm going to use Stitchery and Ranunculus Romance for the vintagey style of that. And then I think I'm going to add a bird cage, because why not? So let's grab some blocks. I do have a couple of blocks over here that Wendy hasn't cleaned, because she's, you know, behind with everything this week. So Aaliyah was sick on Friday morning before 6 AM, which was a bit of a shock. And then she was sick in the middle of the night last night. And now Caden's been sick. So we're all got lots of fun here, I can tell you. Right. Okay, so I've got a piece of Very Vanilla, already cut to my size, I think. Let me just check. Yeah, 10 by 14 centimetres, because my card bases are 10.5 by 14.5 centimetres as the card shape. So we're going to grab some basic grey to start with. And I'm going to grab this one from Ranunculus Romance, and I'm basically going to have like a line down the middle with a little focal point in the center, and I will be using some blending brushes as well. So I am just going to stamp, lift, move over, down a bit, stamp again, like so. Let me just grab something to clean my... I've tidied up so well, I don't know where I've put the chamois, but I know they need cleaning, so they're not anywhere easily grabbable. I know that's a word. It's got to be a word, isn't it? Grabbable. Okay. Whew. Take a breath, Wendy. Right, so the other one I wanted to use was Stitchery, because I love this. But this one has got like a... It's not straight, and I don't want this to be dead straight, but I would like this line to go down the middle. But the problem is my blocks aren't big enough. I don't have the biggest block possible, I don't think. Do I want to do it in a different colour? I think maybe we should do that in... What colour should we do that in? Nice dark colour. Will Night of Navy go with my group? Yes, it will. So Night of Navy. Oh, just for Janice this is. Okay. Oh yeah, I could have used vellum, couldn't I? Never mind. It's fine. I'll make a video on it to show you all. So that's... I'm not going to do anything else. Well, I might do a little bit there and a little bit there, like that. So that'll be that. So I'm just gonna, and if you use a baby wipe and just dab, it does a very good job of cleaning without you needing to rub it too much, which makes it very wet if you do that. So then I have my script stamp from the Ranunculus Romance, and this one's going to be Crumb Cake. I don't know how this is going to work, because I haven't done it myself yet. So I don't want it too dark, but I do want it to be like that. So just clean that off. And then I want the bird cage, which is going to be my... I think I'm going to put it, but I might heat emboss that afterwards. Yes, definitely going to heat emboss it, because it'll work better, because we've got some dark colours on there. Okay, so then I'm going to get my pool party and my, what's that one? So Saffron. And I'm going to find, what's on that one? Not very much. So, oh, I have some bits on my crushed curry. So I'm just loading it up, and I just want to make some, I'm making you all wobble now, aren't I? You're all just going to be wobbly wobblies. So I'm just trying to get some colour on. Now, if I had watercolour paper, I would probably use my water pens and just do some like blobs, but I'm hoping this works. She says. So anyway, it's all good. It's all right. Like so. Then the blue, I think the blue I've got on here is very dark. Yes, it is. I think that's too dark. I don't want it to be too dark. I want it to be quite bright. So let me just see what colour we've got on this one. Is that pink? I'm going to try and drown the pink that's on this with some blue. Oh, it looks like it's working. Or not. Okay, that's not working. So instead, I am going to get... What shall we use? What shall we use? Okay, so we want some splatters. So we need some dottage. So the dottage is going to be... No, that's not the colour you're using, Randy. So what do we want? We want a Night of Navy. I think it's that one. Yep. And maybe a daffodil will show up. We'll see if daffodil shows up, shall we? Not entirely sure you're going to be able to see it, but nope. Okay, we're going to go with pumpkin pie instead. So if I use a light one, no, that's So Saffron. Pumpkin pie. Let's try this one. Oh, that's giving a better splat, isn't it? Right, so we've got a bit of pumpkin pie. Then we're going to go up the page like that with some Night of Navy. Okay. Right. Okay, so I'm just going to... Oh, wrong block. I think we need to use... Will it fit on there? Yes, it will. So in a moment, I'll get the drawer with all of my heat and emboss, heat and emboss stuff in it. Right, what else do I want to add to that? I need to add maybe a couple of these in basic grey, I think, so that you can see it properly. Oop, that's it, chuck it around, get ink all over myself. And then, how about, so what you could do is you could cut this out, stamp it, colour it, cut it out, and then you could just put that over that, look, and then you have a gorgeous background with a flower on it. But you know I'm not into flowers as much as lots of other people. Okay, I did want a bit more colour in the background, but I think it looks all right. Let's go a bit closer, because on my phone, you definitely look. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, YouTube need to sort this out. Okay, I think that's better. So at the moment, to me, that looks a mess. But bear with. Okay, so I may need to add some extra dottage, but even though I'm going to emboss the cage on, it won't matter because I can still colour over it and it won't matter as long as I don't use the alcohol pens. So let me just get my skippy set. What's it called? I don't know, can't remember. Anti-static pouch. Oh, sorry, Nessa. It's Pretty Birds. It's not Garden Birdhouses, Claire. It's Pretty Birds. That one. Pretty Birds. Okay, so there's some art, which has been recently re-inked. Okay, and I'm going to pop it, not quite center, but somewhere near, like so. And lid on that. Move that out of the way. Need a piece of paper. I think we'll just do this. Oh my goodness me. Right, okay, so we'll do that. Then we're going to grab the gold, because I think gold is the best colour ever to make a card look very glamorous. Oh. So I think what I might do actually is, before I do it, I'm just going to quickly try and make it so that the chain comes right from the top of the card. Like that, innit? Right. Now we're going to put these on here. Give it a bit of a blow. Move that. There we go, that's all back in there. Okay, now heat tool. Are you plugged in? No, are you held? It's never plugged in when I want it. Right, here we go. Hold your ears, guys, hold your ears. No, this is gold, Judy, but it's not a Stampin' Up one. And it is quite old as well. My lovely friend Ali gave a load of things to me and that was in it, so I don't really like buying new things when I don't need them. So bear with while I warm it up. Like I said last time, when you're doing this, aim up your picture. So when it starts to change at the very bottom, you'll see that it'll just creep up as you move your heat tool higher up your... Oh my goodness, this bird cage is beautiful. Like so. So look at that now. Isn't it beautiful? It's a beautiful. It's a beautiful. Okay, so what you could do now, let me think now, what could we add onto here? Let me see what it looks like with a card base. So we're just going to go in here and grab, oh, is that black? I don't know if black's going to be a bit too dramatic, maybe. It doesn't look too bad, actually, but I may have to cut myself a Night of Navy just because, you know, that's like my favourite colour to do card bases in. So let's find some Night of Navy. No, that's Evening Evergreen, Starry Sky. Night of Navy. I know I've got some. There we go. So let's have a little think of what we're going to do with that, because it needs something else. I think it does. Maybe just a sentiment, maybe a bit of something. So let's get our, so I am just going to move out a little bit. No, out phone. Seriously, sometimes. It's okay. Breathe and breathe. It's going to be one of those nights, is it? Okay. Well, at least I scored and didn't cut it in half again, isn't it? See, got to go with whatever you can get. Hi, Ruth. Welcome to the Crazy Live. Got me on the big screen. Woohoo! I do that with you in the mornings. Right, we're going to try. Now, I'm just wondering. Do you know what it is? I think it's because I haven't got anything 3D on it. I think it looks weird, but actually, I quite like it like that. Maybe some dots, some gems. Or maybe we need to cut a bird out. Or not. Or maybe we could still do the flower thing and then still have the bird cage at the side. That could work, couldn't it? What do you think? Do you think that could work, ladies? Do you think so? Do you think so? And I could stamp that in Night of Navy. Because, oh, actually that's, hold that thought. I've got some scrap, very vanilla here that I need to cut up because it's covered in smudges. Okay, so 14. I'm only just cutting it like that. I don't need to be careful, do I? Okay, let's... If this doesn't work, it's fine. It doesn't have to be the world's perfect thing. Right, Night of Navy stamp, ink. Where did I put it? Anyone know? Left, right, up, down. There it is. I can see it. I found it. Hi, Jan. Oh, Jan, don't worry. You didn't miss much. We had a kerfuffle at the beginning. Things weren't going right. So we started again. Right. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to... My big die cut machine failed me earlier, so for some reason it wouldn't cut my stencil because that's what the video was supposed to be, but it's okay, we'll just cut that bit out after. Right, where are my whatever these are called, plates, that's the one. Okay, so stagger the plates. Right. Helps if I get the die out, doesn't it, really? You know? Usual thing. Oh. So we'll cut it. It might not look right, but we're just going to try it and see. Because my colouring and shading and all that kind of thing was supposed to be the background, so. Is that still good? I think so. Have a close-up of my knuckles. See, so smooth. Cut straight away. Right, let's see what this looks like. Right. Tomorrow I will be tidying my desk again because I had a beautiful tidy desk after my complete shuffle around in my room. This might need a bit of shading or something on it. See, now it looks like it stands out too much, don't you think? So what about, right, if we get our brushes and I brush on the top bit with a colour, Wendy, would help. Because that just looks like mud. Don't want Night of Navy. What? I need a darker blue. Probably going to look awful now. But hey ho. Oh, dear me. Right, green on the bottom. And then, to make it match really well, I'm just going to add a bit of green around that edge. And then, I've just thrown it on the floor, haven't I? And then round this edge, I'm going to go blue. And at the very bottom corner here, blue. So it all matches. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. And then when I put that on there, it looks awesome. I love it now. So I'm going to pop that up, and I might have a sentiment, tiny sentiment, not a big one, just a tiny one. So that's going to go on there. And this is a short video because I have a very poorly boy that I need to go back and give cuddles to, I think. Well, don't know how close I want to get to him, to be honest, but, you know. He has now gone to bed. So, yeah. So I'm just going to, like, chat amongst yourselves while I... hi, Monica! Chat amongst yourselves while I just, you know, try and hold it flat to stick down. There we go. Oh, I do like that now. And this is going to look very nice. Just there. So you can still see my cage with some pretty fleurs. Where's my... Under here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Don't want to keep starting a new pack just because I haven't put the other ones away. There we go. I know, I absolutely love this style, Ruth. I don't know who to blame for it, to be honest. Oh. So I'm going to put that. Now, normally I'm a very symmetrical person and I like things to be symmetrical, but I quite like that. Pretty. So I'm thinking if I put a sentiment on, is it going to like be covering loads of that, isn't it? Don't you think? Or should we put one across there? Well, that might work. Let's have a look what we've got to start with. Sentiment-wise. Just for you. Because when you put a just for you on the front, you can just turn it into a birthday card very easily. Or a Mother's Day card, or whatever card you want, really. So I'm going to grab this other piece. No, where's the other one gone? There it is. Put my card out of the way so I don't end up getting it all dirty. So yeah, the whole idea of this one is to put your design in the middle and just come out a little bit on different pieces, and then it just creates that. It's gorgeous. I love it. So I'm going to do this in Night of Navy. Oh, avalanche. Oh, signs of a dirty desk, isn't it? Or messy desk, not dirty. Messy. It's not dirty. Right, just for you. Okay, now I need a I need something to cut that out of. Oh, I have just a plan for that. So I'm going to cut it down. Just make sure there's nothing. So when I'm cutting these, I just make sure that I can't see any letters peeking through the gap where the trimmer goes, and then it gives you a little border above and below. Now I'm going to trim a little tiny bit off this end, and then I'm going to grab my punch. That is my... Yeah, it's not on the trimmer. I checked the trimmer. It's all good. It'll come up, right? As soon as I go off my live, I will find it. I can promise you. So I'm going to pop it inside, and I've got a hold in my hand on this other side, and I can see where I'm punching. So I'm trying to get it evenly in the middle. And sometimes it moves just as you go to squeeze it, because, you know, things like to annoy me like that. And then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to do it again. This time there's not much for me to grab hold of to push it in. But never mind, it's fine. It's going to work. It'll be fine. So there we go. So then I'm going to get I'm going to put that out of the way. Light of navy pen. What are you pointing at?
You said hi.
Oh, you can say hi, Ruth.
Hi, Ruth.
Right, are you supposed to be going to bed?
But I don't want to.
Well, you never want to, but you know, these things have got to be done.
Well, I mean, at least it's not a school day tomorrow.
It's true. You can have a lie-in the morning if you like.
And it's...
Right, let's see what this looks like. Oh, it's very dark compared to the rest, though, doesn't it?
Pretty.
So I think we should... Pretty. You like it, do you?
Yeah.
I think maybe we should just put a bit of colour on it, like that. And then maybe just get the big one and just give it a brush in either side, like that. And then it makes it all match then. See, look. Does that look all right? What do you think? Beautiful. Good job. There we go. And then we just need some gems.
I like gems.
Yeah. Oh, and only put it on upside down then.
Mommy,
Reverse tweezers, because you can see better. And pop that on there. Does that look straight? Yes.
Yes.
Woohoo! It's nice and straight. Let's just get rid of all the bits. Chuck them all over Elsie. So we're going to zoom in a little bit. Not that much. Maybe there. That'll do. So annoying. Right, let's get some gems. See, that was see, you're seeing different to me. Now then, we could go with some... Ooh, what do you think to the gold ones, Els? Gold ones?
Navy goes good, but then that will be too much navy.
Do you think so? So do you think we better go with the gold ones?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just have 3 of those, I think. So we want the pick tool. Here it is. Look at that. Put my hand straight on it then. Okay, so we're going to go with one just there. A baby one. Just there.
Yeah.
And then another baby one. No. There. And then a big one down here. And then because you have to have odd numbers, not even numbers. See? I'm going to put that one there. What do you think?
Is that an odd number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
It is, yes. So we then are going to turn this into my... No, we're not, because it's not big enough. Hang on a minute. Hold that fork.
Hold it.
Hold that fork. We're going to make a layer for the inside. Mind your toes again. Don't want to cut you. Well, don't want to run you over.
That'll be bad.
Right, so 14. As Elsie said, I yeeted it to the side. Put that one in the bin.
You're wasting this, Mommy.
I didn't put that in there.
Why is it in there then?
No idea. Right, so I am going to grab my lovely blue. And I'm going to do that one side blue. And then I'm going to grab my fleur and my pool party. And I am going to put this just there, like so.
Pretty colour.
And then you can put happy birthday or whatever you like on the inside.
It's a pretty colour.
It is a pretty colour, isn't it?
It's a lovely colour.
Well, see, Mum, the trimmer went down the side of me. which it always does. I mean, it's not on the floor there. So I will no doubt find it as soon as I finished. So there we go. So I'll leave the inside blank. And there we go. So it's probably about half an hour to make that one.
That's long.
It's not long. Once you've done it once, you could easily do like 3 or 4.
It's kind of long.
It's kind of long. Well, it's all right. Now I've done it. Everyone else can copy and it'll take them 2 minutes. Right. Thank you all for bearing with me. I mean, yeah. So anyway, I am going to love you and leave you, and I'm going to go and check on my boy because he's not very well. And Elsie's hoping she gets ill, apparently, because then that means she doesn't have to go to school.
I want to not go to school.
I know, but you don't really want to be ill.
But the only way to stay off school is
To be ill.
To be ill.
It's a sad time, isn't it, when your daughter wants to be sick.
So
anyway, there we go.
You have to be ill.
That will be. I might make some more of these tonight because I feel the need to just chill. So once I've settled everybody, I will come back and make some more, and then I'll put some photos on my Woo's Creations page. So if you could like the video, that would be awesome. If you subscribe. My videos don't generally always look like this with me making mess ups, but you know, someone's got to make the mess up so that you can learn how not to do it.
Thumbs up.
Thanks so much. Lots of love.
Make a thumbs up.
Goodbye.
Thumbs up.